Hi everyone, today I want to recap quickly on the various methods to solve quadratic equations. As you can see over here, we have a quadratic equation x squared plus 4x minus 21 equals to 0. And so the first method I want to go through is the cross factorization method that I think all of you should be familiar with. And so if you're super familiar with it, you can actually skip this video and maybe try to solve the problems or go to the next video. But this video is for those who want a recap, or maybe you're not very confident, so this is for you. How do we do cross factorization? The first thing we do, we should be familiar, we draw the cross, and then we write the x squared term over here, and then we write the constant over here, and then we write the x power 1 term over here. And then from here, we actually need to fill in these blanks, so something here times something here should give me x squared. So what times what gives me x squared? Oh, x times x. It's probably the only option. And then next we have something here multiplied by something here should give me negative 21. Now at this point, usually I actually this is the way I usually do it. I ignore the sign on the constant. So yes, eventually whatever is in the green spaces should multiply to give me negative 21. But right now I'll just think of 21. What times what gives me 21? 3 times 7. Okay, that sounds good. So let me try that down. Let me try that and write that down. 3 times 7. And now this is where the cross comes in. X times 3 gives me 3x. X times 7 gives me 7x. And now we come to this last space where we have to do something here and here. So instead of multiplying like those in yellow and green, we actually add. So we need 7x plus, how should I put it? We need 7x plus something must give me 4x. So you see that the only logical option actually plus is actually 7x plus negative 3x. I need a negative sign here. So or you can think of it as 7x minus 3x equals 4x. And so that is correct. So if I put a negative sign in front of the 3, it means I must also put a negative sign here, because it means that x times negative 3 gives me negative 3x. And then now I check again. X times x on the first, let's see the first column. X times x gives me x squared, that's correct. Negative 3 times 7 gives me negative 21, that is correct. And then this one, 7x minus 3x gives me 4x, so that is correct. So now we have our factors. We have x minus 3 multiplied by x. So that if it's positive 7, so it's plus 7. And this equals to 0. Yep. And so now we have something multiplied by something gives me 0. And this is something to note. If we have some term multiplied by another term gives me 0, it must follow that this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. It must be, because anything times 0 gives me 0. So if something times something gives me 0, then it must be that one of them, either of them, equals 0. So in this case, we can say this is x minus 3 equals to 0, or x plus 7 equals to 0. And so in this case, it's x equals to 3, or x equals to negative 7. And that's how we solve this quadratic equation over here by the cross factorization method. And remember your OR. Please remember your OR. Why? Because can x be 3 and negative 7 at the same time? No. So you have to put OR. It's either 3 or negative 7.